Ever get that feeling like, uh, stores can read your mind? Like they just know what you need before you even realize you need it? It's
Yeah.
kind of spooky.
Hmm.
Or like how fast online orders are these days.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. Practically teleportation. Well, a lot of that magic, it all comes down to RFID. And we're going to take a deep dive today into how it's totally revolutionizing retail. I mean, everything from like, simply tracking inventory to even creating entirely new shopping experiences.
Right.
We've got this fascinating article from Loss Prevention magazine called RFID, Revolutionizing the Retail Experience from Inventory to Innovation.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride through the past, the present, and the future of RFID.
You know what's so fascinating to me about RFID is its origin story. You wouldn't think that cutting-edge tech would be born out of, like, Cold War espionage, would you?
Not exactly the first place that comes to mind.
Right.
I did read about that Soviet bug hidden in a replica of the U.S. seal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Talk about sneaky. It makes you wonder how they even fit all that tech into something so small back then.
Right. This was in the 1940s. And that device, it was completely passive. Like, it used radio waves from an external source to activate it and actually transmit conversations. So it really foreshadowed those core concepts behind RFID, right? That a tiny device can respond to these radio waves to communicate information.
So from secret spy gadgets to something that like powers our everyday shopping,
Yeah.
that's a pretty big leap.
It is a big leap, but the evolution makes sense when you trace it. The 60s, that's when we saw the rise of electronic article surveillance.
Oh,
EAS,
yeah.
which was really an early form of RFID. Think of those security tags that they attached to clothes in stores.
Right.
Back then, the tags were pretty simple, just using a one-bit signal to tell if an item had been, paid for or not.
So like a digital yes or no for shoplifters, basically.
Exactly. But as research into RFID just exploded in the 70s, companies like Raytheon, ICA, even institutions like Los Alamos, they all started exploring its potential beyond just, basic security. Imagine a world where you could track vehicles, animals, even use RFID for toll collection.
Wow.
They were already thinking big back then.
That's pretty impressive for the 70s.
Yeah.
But those early RFID tags, they must have been huge, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's where the development of CMOS circuits comes in.
Okay.
This was a breakthrough. They made RFID tags smaller, cheaper, which was crucial for wider adoption.
Right.
Suddenly, using them for tracking things or even like for multiple purposes on a single tag became a reality. Imagine using the same tag for paying highway tolls, accessing parking lots, even opening your community gate.
Talk about convenient.
Yeah.
But, I'm still kind of curious about how RFID compares to those familiar barcodes we see everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, what makes RFID so special?
That's a great question. So, unlike barcodes, RFID doesn't need a direct line of sight to be read. You don't have to, meticulously aim a scanner at a specific spot.
Right.
This means RFID tags can be hidden within objects, making them super versatile. Plus, with RFID, you can scan hundreds of items at once, literally over 1,000 tags per second.
What?
Yeah. What about those checkout lines where the cashier had to scan every single item?
Oh, yeah.
RFID could make that a thing of the past.
So it's like scanning groceries at warp speed. No more waiting forever in line. I'm already sold.
Yeah.
But was it all smooth sailing from there?
Well, not quite. There were a few more leaps in RFID tech that really helped pave the way to where we are today. UHF RFID, which came about in the early 90s, that significantly boosted the range and speed of data transfer.
Okay.
And then there's the game changer, writable tags.
Oh, wow.
This means you can actually change the information stored on a tag as needed. Think of it like a tiny, reusable data chip that can be updated on the fly.
That's cool. Okay, this is where things start to get really mind-blowing for me.
Okay?
I read about this idea from two MIT professors in the 90s, David Brock and Sanjay Sarma. They imagined connecting RFID tags to the internet.
Wow.
Each tag would basically have its own ID linked to a massive database. It's like giving every single product a digital fingerprint.
That's exactly what they envisioned. And it opened up a world of possibilities.
Right.
Suddenly, you could track a product throughout its entire life, from the moment it was made to when it ends up in your hands. Think about the potential for quality control, preventing counterfeits, even getting personalized information about a product just by scanning it with your phone.
Yeah.
But even with all this potential, there were still some roadblocks to RFID becoming mainstream.
Yeah, what was holding retailers back from jumping on board with RFID?
Right.
It seems like a no-brainer with all those benefits.
Well, cost was a major factor, especially for larger retailers who needed to install, multiple readers. Plus, they had to convince their suppliers to start tagging their products, which added another layer of complexity. And of course, there's the cost of training employees on this whole new system.
Right.
So for many companies, it just didn't seem worth the initial investment.
So who was the brave soul that took the plunge and proved that RFID was worth it?
None other than retail giant Walmart.
Of course.
In 2005, they rolled out RFID across their entire supply chain and saw incredible improvements in their restocking efficiency.
Wow.
It was a game changer that proved the value of RFID to the entire retail industry. And you know what? It worked. Other major players like Amazon, Target, Macy's all followed suit. In fact, Walmart just recently announced they're expanding their RFID requirements for suppliers to cover even more product categories.
Wow, that's a huge statement about how much confidence they have in RFID.
Right?
So how is all of this actually being used in retail today? I'm guessing it's more than just stopping shoplifters.
Oh, you're absolutely right. RFID is being used in a ton of different ways.
Yeah.
It's all about creating a smoother, more efficient, and ultimately, a more enjoyable shopping experience for everyone.
Okay, let's break it down. From what I've read, RFID is being used for everything from real-time inventory tracking to pinpointing the exact location of any item in a store.
You got it. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Think about online order fulfillment.
Okay.
With RFID, you can track packages with pinpoint accuracy, make sure they arrive on time. Need to transfer inventory between stores. RFID makes that process seamless. And what about product recalls? RFID helps retailers quickly identify and pull affected products from shelves, ensuring customer safety.
I never even thought about those aspects.
Yeah,
So RFID isn't just about convenience, it also plays a crucial role in safety and efficiency behind the scenes.
exactly. And let's not forget about loss prevention. RFID is making those electronic article surveillance systems, the EAS systems we talked about earlier,
Right.
even more effective at deterring shoplifting. Joe Call, the VP of Asset Protection at Macy's, he said that RFID has actually helped reduce bias in their loss prevention strategies, which leads to much better results overall.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, what about concerns about privacy and security with all this tracking going on?
Sure.
I'm sure some people might be a little freaked out about the idea of their every purchase being monitored.
I understand those concerns, and they're definitely valid.
Yeah.
However, the article that we're discussing, it emphasizes that while RFID tags are technically hackable, it's actually quite rare, and security measures are constantly evolving. Plus, most of the tags used in retail are primarily for inventory management, not tracking individual customers after they leave the store.
So the focus is really on improving the shopping experience and streamlining operations, not spying on shoppers.
Exactly. In fact, RFID is making the shopping experience more enjoyable in a lot of ways. Think about things like smart fitting rooms that offer personalized recommendations based on what you try on. Or how about using your phone to check out, skipping the line altogether? It's all about making shopping easier and more personalized.
Okay, now you're really speaking my language. No more waiting in line. Sign me up. But are retailers fully embracing these innovations, or are they hesitant to jump on the RFID bandwagon?
Well, it's a mix, actually. Jonathan Aiken, he's the chair of the RAIN RFID Alliance.
Okay.
He argues that a lot of retailers are still hesitant because they have outdated information about RFID's cost and capabilities. He believes that if more retailers shared their success stories like how much money they're saving on labor and how much more accurate their inventory is, we'd see even faster adoption.
So it sounds like RFID is still in its early stages of transforming the retail landscape. If things are already this impressive, I can only imagine what the future holds.
Hold on tight, because we're about to step into a world where smart shopping carts tally your items automatically. Personalized in-store marketing caters to your individual tastes, and we can kiss counterfeiting goodbye thanks to enhanced product authentication.
Wait, it gets even better than that. Tell me more.
Oh, there's so much more. Get ready for an era of seamless omni-channel experiences that blend online and offline shopping flawlessly.
Okay.
Imagine smart packaging that automatically reorders your everyday essentials when you're running low.
Oh, wow.
And get this, augmented reality shopping that brings products to life right before your eyes.
Wow, it sounds like we're stepping into a sci-fi movie, but is all of that really possible with RFID?
Absolutely. RFID, when combined with other cutting-edge technologies like AI, machine learning, and the Internet of Things, have the power to revolutionize the retail world in ways we can only begin to imagine.
Okay, I'm officially on the edge of my seat. This deep dive has been an incredible journey so far, and I can't wait to explore the mind-blowing possibilities that lie ahead for RFID in the future. But for now, I need a minute to process all this amazing information.
I hear you. It's a lot to take in, but that's what makes this technology so fascinating. We're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Well, I'm ready to dive even deeper. Let's explore what the future holds for RFID and how it's going to change the way we shop, interact with brands, and experience the world around us.
It really is mind-boggling to think about how far RFID has come. From its roots in, like, Cold War espionage to completely redefining the future of retail. And it's not just about efficiency and inventory management. It's about like creating a shopping experience that is more personalized, efficient, and engaging than ever before.
I've always hated trying to find a specific item in a crowded store.
Yeah,
It's like searching for a needle in a haystack.
right.
But what if RFID could change all that?
You're thinking along the right lines. Imagine walking into a store needing a specific size and color of a shirt, and instead of hunting through endless racks, you just open an app on your phone, and it
Right.
tells you exactly where to find it.
Wow.
No more frustration, just a seamless and efficient shopping experience.
That would definitely save me a ton of time and stress. But what about those who prefer shopping online?
Right.
How does RFID fit into that world?
That's where the idea of omnichannel experiences comes in.
Okay.
It's about creating a seamless shopping experience that blends online and offline shopping. So you might browse for clothes online, reserve items in your size, and then head to the store to try them on.
Okay.
RFID helps ensure that the items you reserved are actually there waiting for you. And it can even suggest other items you might like based on your selections.
So no more disappointment when the item you wanted is out of stock. I love it.
Exactly.
But I'm curious about those interactive displays you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
What makes them so special?
Think about it this way. You pick up a coffee maker and suddenly a screen next to it lights up, showing you videos and information about its features, how to use it, and even customer reviews.
Oh, wow.
It's like having a personal product demo right at your fingertips.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It would definitely help me make more informed purchasing decisions. But what about all the data being collected?
Sure.
Doesn't that raise some privacy concerns?
Of course, data privacy is an important consideration with any technology.
Right.
However, as we discussed earlier, the primary function of RFID in retail is inventory management, not tracking individual customers.
Right.
And any data collected is subject to privacy regulations and company policies.
That makes me feel better. But beyond the cool gadgets and personalized experiences, I'm curious about the bigger picture. How is RFID impacting the retail industry as a whole?
RFID is truly revolutionizing retail operations. It's helping retailers optimize their supply chains, reduce waste, and improve their overall efficiency. For example, imagine using RFID to track the temperature of perishable goods throughout the supply chain.
Okay.
This could help prevent spoilage and ensure that food reaches consumers fresh and safe.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Food waste is a huge problem, and RFID could play a significant role in addressing it. But what about the workers in retail?
Right.
How is RFID impacting their jobs?
That's a great question. While some may worry about automation replacing jobs, RFID is actually freeing up employees to focus on more important tasks, like providing better customer service and creating more engaging shopping experiences.
Okay.
Instead of spending hours manually checking inventory, they can interact with customers, offer personalized recommendations, and really enhance the human element of retail.
So it's not about replacing people, but about empowering them to do their jobs better. I like that. But let's shift gears for a second.
Sure.
The article mentioned something about RFID's potential beyond retail. What did they mean by that?
RFID's potential applications extend far beyond the world of shopping. Think about healthcare,
Okay.
where RFID could be used to track medical equipment and supplies, ensuring that hospitals always have what they need when they need it. It could also be used to manage patient records, track medications, and even monitor patients' vital signs remotely.
Wow, that's incredible. It sounds like RFID could save lives in the healthcare industry.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about logistics and supply chain management.
Mm-hmm.
RFID can be used to track shipments across the globe, optimizing delivery routes and reducing delays. It can even help combat counterfeiting by providing a secure and verifiable chain of custody for valuable goods.
I'm really starting to see the bigger picture now.
Yeah.
It's not just about convenience in retail, it's about improving efficiency and safety across various industries.
You got it. And the possibilities don't end there. Imagine using RFID to manage library books, track livestock on farms, or even monitor environmental conditions in sensitive ecosystems.
This deep dive is really opening my eyes to the incredible potential of RFID. But I have to ask, are there any downsides or potential drawbacks we need to be aware of?
Of course, with any powerful technology, there are considerations and challenges.
Right.
For example, security is always a concern. RFID systems need to be robust and protected from hacking and unauthorized access. And then there's the question of standardization. With so many different types of RFID tags and systems out there,
Mm-hmm.
compatibility can be an issue. But these are challenges that the industry is actively working to address.
It sounds like RFID is still a work in progress, but the potential benefits are enormous.
Yeah.
And the applications seem truly limitless. But as we continue to explore those applications, it's important to remember that technology should be used responsibly and ethically.
I completely agree. As we integrate RFID into more and more aspects of our lives, we need to have open and honest conversations about its impact on privacy, security, and the overall well-being of society.
This deep dive has really made me think about the future of technology and how it can be used to improve our lives in so many ways. I'm excited to see what the future holds for RFID, and I can't wait to see all the creative and innovative ways people will use this technology to solve problems and create a better world.
I share your enthusiasm. And speaking of the future, what are some of the most exciting and potentially game-changing applications of RFID that you can envision?
Well, I'm particularly fascinated by the idea of smart cities where RFID helps manage traffic flow, optimize energy consumption, and create safer and more efficient urban environments. Imagine a city where everything is interconnected and seamlessly integrated, making life easier and more sustainable for everyone.
That's a fantastic vision. And it's not as far-fetched as it may seem.
Yeah.
RFID is already being used in smart city initiatives around the world, and as the technology continues to advance, we can expect to see even more innovative applications emerge.
I'm also really curious about the potential for RFID in education. Imagine classrooms equipped with interactive whiteboards and RFID-enabled learning tools that engage students in new and exciting ways.
Oh, cool.
Students could use RFID tags to access personalized learning materials, participate in interactive quizzes and games, and even track their progress in real time.
That's a brilliant idea. RFID could revolutionize the way we learn and make education more engaging and effective for students of all ages.
And speaking of engagement, what about the entertainment industry? Could RFID enhance our experiences at concerts, theme parks, and sporting events?
Absolutely. Imagine using RFID wristbands to access exclusive content, interact with performers, or even unlock special features at attractions. RFID could also be used to manage crowds, improve security, and personalize the experience for each attendee.
It's amazing to think about all the possibilities, but beyond those specific applications, I believe that the true power of RFID lies in its ability to connect the physical and digital world in seamless and meaningful ways.
You're hitting on a really important point. RFID has the potential to bridge the gap between the things we interact with in the real world and the vast amount of information and digital experiences available online.
Imagine a world where you can walk into a store and instantly access personalized recommendations based on your online browsing history, or a museum where you can point your phone at an exhibit and get detailed information videos and even interactive tours. The possibilities are truly endless.
And as we continue to explore those possibilities, it's important to remember that RFID is just one piece of the puzzle. It's when we combine RFID with other emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and the Internet of Things that the real magic happens.
You're right, RFID is not a standalone solution, but a powerful enabler that, when integrated with other technologies, can unlock a whole new level of innovation and possibilities.
I couldn't have said it better myself. The future of RFID is bright, and I can't wait to see what amazing things we create with it in the years to come.
I'm with you on that. This deep dive has been an incredible journey so far, and I'm eager to continue exploring the exciting possibilities of RFID and how it will shape the future of retail technology and our everyday lives. But I think we need a little break to process all this amazing information. All right, we've covered so much ground already, from the spy tech origins of RFID to its impact on everything from, retail and healthcare to smart cities and education. It's incredible to think about how one technology can have such wide-reaching implications.
It really speaks to the power of human ingenuity and the ever-evolving nature of technology. But let's not stop there. We were just talking about RFID's potential to connect the physical and digital worlds. What are some other mind-blowing applications you can envision?
I'm particularly fascinated by the idea of RFID transforming the way we experience events and entertainment.
Okay.
Imagine attending a concert where your RFID-enabled ticket not only grants you entry, but also unlocks exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, or even lets you interact with the artists in real time.
That would definitely take the concert experience to a whole new level.
Right.
And think about theme parks. Your RFID wristband could not only act as your ticket and payment method, but also track your ride history, personalize your experience based on your preferences, and even capture photos and videos of your adventure.
It's like having a personalized digital scrapbook of your day at the park. But RFID's potential goes beyond just fun and entertainment. What about its role in sustainability and reducing our environmental impact?
That's a crucial area where RFID can make a real difference. Imagine using RFID tags to track the life cycle of products, from manufacturing to recycling, ensuring responsible sourcing and waste management. Consumers could scan a product and instantly see its environmental footprint, empowering them to make more sustainable choices.
That's a powerful way to leverage technology to promote transparency and eco-consciousness. But what about the ethical considerations?
Right.
As RFID becomes more integrated into our lives, how do we ensure it's used responsibly and doesn't infringe on our privacy?
You raise an important point. It's crucial to have open and ongoing conversations about data security privacy regulations, and the ethical implications of using RFID. Consumers should have control over their data and be informed about how it's being used.
Absolutely. Transparency and trust are essential for any technology to be successful and beneficial in the long run. But beyond the practical considerations, I'm curious about the more speculative and futuristic possibilities of RFID. What wild ideas are out there that might seem like science fiction today but could become reality tomorrow?
Well, some researchers are exploring the concept of smart dust,
Smart dust.
tiny microchips equipped with RFID technology that could be used for everything from monitoring environmental conditions to tracking the movement of goods and even people.
Wow.
It's a controversial idea, but it highlights the potential for RFID to become even more pervasive and integrated into our world.
That's both fascinating and a bit unsettling.
Yeah,
It definitely raises questions about the boundaries between technology and our personal lives. But as with any powerful tool, it's up to us to use it responsibly and ethically.
exactly. The future of RFID is ultimately in our hands. We have the power to shape how it's developed, implemented, and integrated into society, and it's a responsibility we should take seriously.
This deep dive into RFID has been a real eye-opener. It's gone from a technology I barely understood to something that sparked my imagination and made me think about the future in a whole new light.
It's a reminder that we live in an era of incredible technological advancement, and the possibilities are truly limitless. But it's up to us to embrace those advancements responsibly, with a focus on innovation, ethical considerations, and the betterment of humanity.
So to our listeners, we leave you with this final thought. As RFID technology continues to evolve at an astonishing pace, what role do you envision it playing in your life, in the world around you, and in shaping the future we all share? Stay curious, stay informed, and let your imagination run wild, because the journey of RFID is just beginning. 20T6 to you.